Hello everybody and welcome to My Hero Academia Season 4 episode, what are we on? God, 15? I think we're on 15 anime review. We're moseying right along into the next arc, I guess, which, you know, we'll get to the opening in a bit, but man, you can tell it's not going to be as hype, I guess, is a fair assessment. Also, the first half of this episode, we sort of just continued the wrap up of the previous arc. You know, there was a Titan that happened. Like, yes, from Attack on Titan, there was one of them. Don't tell me it wasn't. It was. There was more Deku sadness. There was more other people's sadness. A lot of sadness, and then we got back to the not sadness. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. See what went down and everything. Let's do this. We'll start with the new opening, just because it's at the beginning. Why wouldn't I? So yeah, the new opening. It's from what I know already. There's a school festival, but it seems like that's going to dominate most of the rest of the thing, because from the opening, I mean, it didn't look hype, did it? It looked like, oh, we're gonna proper cool down, which is fine. I like seeing the cast doing fun things, but yeah, we're not gonna get to the hype of you know, the previous arc finale, but that's fine, you know. I do sort of think that it's kind of backwards the way it's done. You should start with the slower arc and end with the big arc, but I guess that's just the way things have panned out. You know, it's not a big deal, is it really? I'm just being pedantic. Saw the trailer, looks like it's going to be good. Class A going to be a band or something, it looked like in the trailer, and you know, in the opening it made that clear as well. Hey, it looks like Jiro's going to get screen time, and she's best girl, so I'm not going to complain about that. Anyway, onto the actual episode now. So Gran Torino, remember him? He's going into the mountains to search for Kurogiri. That's right, Kurogiri's in the mountains. He's been spotted 4 times. Turns out he's got to be up to something, because he got caught so quickly, like it wasn't even funny. But yeah, then he talks a bit about a wild man, who I guess this wild man was also raised by All For One, and All For One also talked to Kurogiri, so he's obviously got some connection to him. Yeah, the giant man is called Gigantomaquia, or as I will call him, he's a Titan. He looks like Eren Titan. Anyway, that's going on. We don't really see any fighting going on there. That's fine. We're going to see what Deku sees the news about Shigaraki attacking Overhaul and doing all that. So he's like, oh, well, that's not good. Everything's a waste. Everyone's finished at the hospital, which is good because, you know, back to normal life. He goes to see Mirio, and Mirio is air cycling. It's like one of them exercises where you stick your legs in the air and cycle. I forget what it's called. He's like, I'm not going to cry because I'm good, I'm Mirio, I'm awesome. Deku has a little pity party for a bit. He feels inferior. This I thought was quite interesting. He was going to give Mirio, he was like, Mirio, I can give you my quirk. And he was like, stop, you don't need to do that. Which, yeah, he was going to give Mirio One For All because yeah, that's crazy. Also then he mentions that something I didn't even consider, which I probably should have. He's like, hey, if Eri can control her quirk at some point, surely she should get mine back. And I'm like, yeah, that is. I mean, you got to train her to use it first, like a Pokemon. But yeah, yeah, she could. Mirio confirmed going to get his quirk back at some point. Also, this whole conversation, All Might was right outside the door, so I'm assuming that he heard Deku about to give his All For One, nope, One For All away. So that's less than good. Don't be doing that. After this, Kirishina and Deku meet up, and then they gotta go to the police for, I guess, questioning about the incident and everything, which I guess fair enough, makes sense. Also then, we go to Bakugo and Todoroki. Remember them? I remember them. They gotta go study for their exam, basically. Their provisional license exam. I guess that's also what we're gonna do next week when we get there. So yeah, this, again, it was just very surveying the land still. Like, this epilogue for this arc has gone for like 7 years. It's been like a week and a bit, but still, 7 years in my book. We skip now to after the questioning. The gang arrives back at the dorms. Everyone welcomes them back. They're all in their pyjamas, which is always a good thing. The whole gang's there. Mineta, everyone's favourite. Don't know why I mentioned him first. Yeah, well, that stuff. While they're all doing the welcoming, Todoroki gets a phone call and so leaves. I wonder who that could be on the phone. I've called who it would be. I mean, how many people would Todoroki have phone numbers for? That's what I was thinking. So it kind of made sense. Ida basically tells everyone, hey, calm down, they're suffering. And Deku's like, nah, it's fine, mate. And he's like, oh, alright then. I was the most worried. And it's like, yeah, makes sense. Then we see like everyone else is a bit sad too. Uraraka feels she could have done more to save Night Eye because she lifted him up. She's like, oh man, what if I punctured an organ? And I'm like, she doesn't say that, but that's what I was thinking she was thinking. I was like, I'm sure you were careful, you know, you're not an idiot. Also, Ashido checks on Kirishima, kind of calling back to their whole thing, but not a thing. It's not a thing, but you know, not romantic thing, but their thing. They came from the same school and they know each other. It's basically what I'm getting at. And then also we have Bakugo being a grump. So yeah, he's just behind. He's just sitting there on the sofa. Kaminari calls him out and he's like, "You're only here because you're worried." And he's like, "Shut up, Kaminari. Shut up." He probably doesn't call him by his name. Does he call anyone by their names? Because I can't. Kirishima maybe, but that'll be about it. So Bakugo needs to learn people's names, confirmed. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe he's just not very good with names. Like he knows faces, but not names. Maybe he's not a dick at all. Maybe he's just not very good at remembering names. He's sort of a dick though, isn't he? But he's like a respectable dick. Those words just came out of my mouth. Let's just move on. Anyway, they got their course tomorrow, being Bakugo and Todoroki, so they're going to bed early and everything. Everyone else packs into bed, and then we have Deku reflecting on the events of the last arc, and boy does he reflect for a while. Doesn't give me much to talk about. It's like, oh, here's everything that happened in the last 14 episodes. It's like, are you just killing time? I feel like you're just killing time, anime. Like, that's fine. I know that's a thing you got to do sometimes, but make it less obvious, please. Next day, Bakugo and Todoroki are getting a lift with Present Mic and All Might because they needed Aizawa for Eri, so I guess she woke up and he's just keeping her under control, I assume. Then on the phone, I guess, this is like a flashback phone call. Kurogiri did get caught, but El Gigante, the Titan, got away, which, you know, is less good. At that venue, Endeavor is also there, so he's going to have a chat with All Might. Remember, they don't like each other very much, or at least Endeavor doesn't like All Might. I think All Might, I don't know what his opinion on him is. And then, yeah, with the kids, Todoroki, they're kids, technically, yeah. Todoroki and Bakugo. Todoroki, turns out on the phone that was Endeavor. Shocker. He was like, "I'll come see you training tomorrow," and he was like, hang up. I was like, is Endeavor trying to be a good dad? Like, stop that, Endeavor. The fact there's a school festival coming up, is Endeavor just going to try and bond with Todoroki over the school festival and him just having none of it? That would be quite funny. That would, and everyone else would be like, what on earth is going on? I think that would be quite funny. I'm on board for that. Like, we've had the seriousness, let's have a bit of a silliness with Endeavor and Todoroki. I'm down for that. Also, that wind guy is there, Yao Yorashi, is that his name? Oh, it's close. It's close to his name, I can't remember exactly it. Also, Kami, the real one, not Toga in disguise. I wonder if they're going to actually bring that up. I don't think they did this week. They should have done that. She's there, she starts flirting with Todoroki, and Todoroki just deadpan responds. He's like, here, phone number. It's like, good job, Todoroki, that's how you do it. Also, there's another guy who's observing. I guess he was also from that arc, whenever that was. It was only like last year. Jesus, that feels like a long time. I guess 2 years ago now. Doesn't matter. Feels like a long time ago. Let the test begin. All good stuff. And then there's a new ending as well. It's fine. I like there's like photos on the wall of like all the characters when they were younger. Do like that. Like you see All Might in UA. You see like Babby Mirio. I did like that. That was kind of cool. Just seeing all the characters as kids and stuff. That was nice. I'm sure I think there was some we didn't recognize, like some new characters, because if there's one thing this series is lacking, it's characters. So they definitely need more of them. Anywho, that was the end of the episode. Yeah, enjoyed it as I said. Do sort of wish that they No, I don't. I was gonna say I wish they'd get on with it, but now I'm fine. You know, we've had our little epilogue now. Now we need to start moving into the next arc, which it looks like we're gonna do. From the preview though, there's got to be a twist, because from the preview for the next episode, it looks like they're going to be looking after children, which, why is that your provisional license exam? You know, if there's one thing heroes need to do, it's to look after kids. One thing I think might be funny is, in the trailer for the next arc, it looks like Eri shows up at the school festival. So, maybe Bakugo and Todoroki are going to get good at dealing with kids, and then they're going to have to babysit Eri. Or something. I think that would be quite funny. Again, at this point, like, we've had our action for the first half. Now I'm just looking for, let's have some funnies. That's basically what I want from this next bit, which, you know, may or may not happen. Who knows? Who knows indeed. I can't really think of much else to say. I do think there's going to be a twist on the whole them looking after kids thing that's going to happen next episode. Endeavour, I hope he turns into like a cheerleader for Todoroki. I think that'd be pretty funny. I know that's not his character at all, but again, would be kind of funny, I think. So yeah, you do that, Endeavour. Also, we've got to be like approaching where the manga is, right? Like, I don't think we're far off. I don't think we're right on the edge, but we can't be too far off, which is a thing. That's definitely a thing. Anyway. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, liking, commenting for more reviews and other good stuff. Check out the main channel as well. There's content over there I occasionally upload. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye guys.